Availability. Next, we will talk about availability. We will look at its description, and we will also look at some experimental evidence. What is availability? Availability describes a tendency to overestimate the probability of events if it is easy to find an example. So if you can think of it, it is important or probable. Obviously, it's easier for us to think about important aspects. However, it must not be, or it need not be, a causal relationship between the ease of thinking of something and the importance of a certain event. So here is a classical example for the difference between causality and correlation. While importance and ease of thinking about it is highly correlated, it need not be causal. So there are very important effects which are hard to think about. So let us look at it. The problem of this logic, if you can think of it as important, means that the frequencies at which events come to mind often do not reflect their probability accurately. So we overestimate the probability of events that come to mind easily. Take, for example, if you watch TV and the news is about an airplane crash. I mean, these airplane crashes are luckily very, very infrequently. However, you see this news and may want to never fly again. So because it's so easy to think of an airplane crash, you overestimate its importance. Whereas other dangers which do not come to your mind that easily might, on the other hand, be underestimated. Let us look at an experimental evidence. So maybe you already participated in the experiment. So let me just pose the question. Suppose you draw a random word from an English text. Is it more likely that the word starts with a K or that K is the third letter? Obviously, for you, it's way easier to come up with words starting with K than words where K is the third letter. So exactly this is a trap. It is way easier to think of words starting with K. However, the correct answer is that K, being the third letter, is about twice as likely as that K being the first letter. So the availability heuristic tricks us into thinking that it's more probable that words are starting with a K. In their experiment, again, Tversky and Kahneman, they investigated it, and what they observed is that 69% say that K is more likely to be the first letter, which is perfectly in line with the availability heuristic.